When Qian Sanyang was drawing water, she shockingly pulled a black dragon out of her well. The very next second, the black dragon actually spoke. Big sister, please let me go. I am the 7th princess of the Jinhe Dragon King. I sneaked out to play and accidentally got trapped in your well. Qian Sanyang's eyes went wide. A dragon was a divine creature from heaven. If she took this thing to the town market to sell, she could easily get several large ingots of silver for it. She wouldn't have to worry about money for the rest of her life. Thinking of this, she turned and rushed into the house, dug out a thick iron chain, and while the little black dragon was still dazed, pounced on it, and securely chained its body. Startled, the little black dragon twisted her body trying to break free, begging, Big sister, I'll give you a water pearl. If you keep this pearl in your mouth, you can walk on rivers and lakes as if walking on flat land. Please, just let me go. With that, the black dragon opened her mouth and spat out a large black pearl. Qian Sanyang snatched the pearl and shoved it into her shirt. The black dragon spun anxiously in the water vat. I gave you the pearl, now let me go. Qian Sanyang just sneered. Your dragon scales are worth way more money than this pearl. With greed flashing in her eyes, she wrapped the iron chain around the dragon 3 more times and tied a dead knot. The black dragon's voice trembled with tears. The dragon clan has rules. If you accept a gift, you must grant safe passage. You are breaking the rules. To hell with the rules. I've been poor for 50 years, Qian Sanyang spat. Can rules put food on the table? She shoved the black dragon into a bamboo basket and slapped the lid on. That night, she tossed and turned, unable to sleep, dreaming of the immense wealth the dragon scales and bones would bring her at the Jishur apothecary. At the crack of dawn, Qian Sanyang carried the basket to town. Manager Wu of the apothecary was a shrewd, old man, but when he saw Qian Sanyang pull a black dragon out of a bamboo basket, he was dumbfounded. His voice shook. This is a true dragon. Authentic. Qian Sanyang pinned the black dragon to the counter. Look here, how much are these dragon scales worth? Manager Wu leaned in closely, stroking the black scales and gently tapping them. Dragon scales can be used as medicine to cure incurable diseases. Dragon whiskers can cure paralysis. Dragon bones are absolute treasures. The manager grew more and more excited. I can't afford to buy the whole dragon, but if you just sell me the scales, I'll give you 400 taels of silver. Qian Sanyang's breathing grew heavy. 400 taels. That was enough to build 3 large brick houses, hire a handsome young live-in husband, and eat and dress in luxury for the rest of her life. She slapped her thigh. Pluck the scales right now. The black dragon struggled violently. No, my scales are my source of protection. If you pluck my scales like skinning my hide, I will die. Qian Sanyang didn't care. She borrowed a sharp knife from Manager Wu. The first scale was the hardest to pull. She wedged the knife under the edge and ripped it off with all her might. The black dragon let out a blood-curdling scream, its body convulsing violently. An ink-black scale was torn off alive, revealing the tender pink flesh beneath as fresh blood oozed from the wound. Qian Sanyang didn't stop. 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces. The black dragon's agonizing screams gradually weakened until only a faint whimper remained. A thick layer of black scales filled the bamboo basket, while the dragon's body was reduced to a bloody, mangled mess. Even Manager Wu was horrified, but thinking of the value of the scales, he gritted his teeth and counted out 400 taels of silver. Qian Sanyang pocketed the silver and picked up the dying dragon. What are you going to do with the dragon? Manager Wu chased after her to ask. Useless trash. I'm just going to throw it away, she replied without looking back. She found a stinking sewage ditch outside of town and tossed the black dragon in like garbage. The dragon twitched weakly in the filthy water and then stopped moving. Walking with a spring in her step, Qian Sanyang returned to the village and immediately hired a matchmaker to find her a handsome young husband. But her sweet dreams were shattered early the next morning by chaotic shouting. The wells are dry. The wells are dry. Qian Sanyang ran to the communal well. The village elder, Granny Wang, was looking down, her face deathly pale. You can see the bottom. This 100-year-old well has never dried up. It wasn't just the wells. The river had receded into a tiny, muddy trickle. A catastrophic drought had struck overnight. Qian Sanyang's heart skipped a beat, suddenly remembering the black dragon. Dragons controlled the waters. Did she cause this? The Dragon King is furious. He's refusing to give us water.